Hi friends, tonight we're going to be looking at common denominators, and our objective states how can you write a pair of fractions as fractions with a common denominator. So I'm noticing first that we have common denominator, and I need to know what that means. So common denominator means that the denominators are equivalent or the same. But the objective is showing me that we need to create common denominators. So we're going to start off with fractions that aren't the same. And I'm going to start with our famous fractions of 1/2 and 3/4. So let's look below now and see how can we make these common denominators. So I think I'm going to look at my two fractions and find my denominators. I know that the 2 and 1/2 is the denominator because that's downstairs, and the 4 is my denominator in 3/4. So now let's look at both. Look at both fractions. Okay, I've done that. Decide which fraction has the larger denominator. Well, 4 is larger than 2, so I'm going to check the 3/4. Now I ask myself, what factor will allow me to make the smaller denominator equal to the larger denominator? So let me think about that. What factor? I know factor means to multiply. Will allow me to make the smaller denominator, which is 2, equal to the larger denominator, which is 4. So what factor? So that's going to be a question mark. So what factor times 2 equals 4? Because that's what we have as our larger denominator. So I'm thinking, I know that I can erase that question mark and put 2 in its place. And that's going to be the factor that I need to finish that number sentence. 2 times 2 equals 4. So now step 3 is finished. Step 4, use the same factor, which I wrote in green is 2, and multiply it by the numerator. I can do that. 2 times 1 equals 2. Now I have a new fraction. So I have 2/4 and 3/4. So now I have common denominators, and I can compare my two fractions. So I'm going to write down one more example down below, and this time I'm not going to do it. I want you to try this one on your own, and I'll take a look at it on your notes tomorrow. We're still going to use our famous fractions. We're going to be using 1/4 and 1/2. Good luck.